Hey, so I really wasn't planning on doing no reaction and no review of that Vice drop they did on Andrew Tate, man. A lot of y'all seen that last video I put out on Tate. As far as my outlook on him, it has definitely changed, man. And I just don't want to use my platform any longer as a place of like promoting the man or whatever the case may be, man. Like I don't want to do it. But since Vice dropped that fucking video, I've been hitting the fuck up about my thoughts and what I think about it and blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to do a little bit of that right now. It ain't even that deep, though, bro. Like, Vice just dropped a fucking hit piece, right? That's all they did. That was a hit piece. They went for the jugular with that shit. And this is with my new perspective on Tate, bro. Like, I'm not rocking with Tate the individual any longer. Still rock with a lot of the messages that he's put out there that have helped men, but it's him as a person, not rocking with. But even with that new stance on Tate, bro, that video they dropped, dog, I can't take videos like that serious, bro, because it was so biased. It was so biased. It was so one-sided. All they wanted to do was paint this motherfucker as Lucifer himself. And, you know, I can't take anything like that serious because there have been a lot of positive things that have stemmed from Tate, but there was nothing but negative shit, the worst shit ever in that fucking video. And I can acknowledge that. That damn video was hard to get through though, bro. That video was hard to get through, man. Like it highlighted Tate as like the supreme narcissist. I mean, they did a really good job, bro. They did a really, really good job at painting that man as the worst motherfucker ever. And the timing of it now with all this shit going on, bro, like that hit piece is going to do a lot of damage, more damage to, you know, what has already been done to this point to Tate, man. But like I said, I'm not really taking it serious. It doesn't really sway me or make me feel any different about Tate, man, because it's all based on he say, she say shit. You know what I mean? They were able to edit Tate in a way to make him look crazy, but they got dope ass editing, bro. That's what Vice does. The one part though that got me, bro, I know it's all from Vice editing. I only got one piece of the pie with it, man, but the way they made it seem as far as Tate pretty much exploiting his lost followers, bro, like they had the part where men flew in and paid $5,000 to pretty much get their ass whooped by professional fighters.
I've made it into Andrew Tate's war room, where 100 of his biggest fans have flown in from all across the world, each paying $5,000 to have their manhood tested by the one they refer to as Commander. None of us know what he has in store.
I welcome you all to the test. There is a cage fighting event, and every single one of you has been paired against a professional fighter. You will fight in the cage on national television, and it's a real fight. There are two paths you can go down. You can agree to fight, or you can decide that it's not for you. You have 1 hour to think and make a decision.
You know what I'm saying? Tate gave people the opportunity to choose if they wanted to fight or not, and those who chose, they got their ass whooped and got a fucking pat on the back, and it looked like they maybe had got some hoes or some shit, but the ones who didn't do it, they just had shit talked to them. But it was like exploiting lost souls, bro, because if you can get men to put $5,000 in your pocket each just to be out here to you know, pretty much suck some Tate dick. You know what I mean? Like, it looked like it was equivalent to OnlyFans to me. Like, it was a niche of lost men who need guidance. Same shit as OnlyFans. Like, there's a big-ass market of men out here who ain't getting they dick wet at all. And OnlyFans is just, you know, sucking all these dudes dry. Bitches getting rich the next day off selling some pussy and shit. It literally looked the same way to me. Yeah, that was wild. As far as, like, the witnesses at the end, man, like, if you hadn't seen my last video I dropped on Tate, man, like prior to that, I was riding with Tate, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was for him improving men, and I was for him motivating men, empowering men. You know what I mean? I felt like he was a good enough of a character of man to be perceived as that for the men that need it, because men are so fucked up today. That's why Tate was able to latch on to these fools the way he did. But from the last video I dropped, the shit that made me look at Tate differently is when he said from his mouth, now, that you need to have sex with your sex cam girls in order to control their minds.
You have to have girls. You cannot do a business relationship with a female, and I'll tell you why. Women have sex with somebody. If they're not you, they're fucking somebody else. And that other person she's fucking is going to have the control over her mind as opposed to you. And if he controls her mind and you don't control her mind, once she starts to pick it up a bit after a few weeks, a few months, whatever, and realizes how to make money on her own, or she's going to run off and pay her boyfriend, or them two are going to go traveling in Southeast Asia and she's going to work as she goes, or she's going to go to her boyfriend and say, look, fuck it, you type for me.
Hey, when I heard him say that, bro, it's like, it's a wrap for me. It's a wrap for me as far as, promoting this, man. I'm not okay with it no more. But outside of that, man, I like him being canceled. I still don't agree with that. Like, anyone should have the freedom to fucking speak, and they definitely attacked Tate for whatever the fuck the reason was. You know what I mean? Attack on masculinity, attack on the misogynist, attack. Same story, different day, right? That shit was whack. But as far as him, his character, I can't promote this man as a role model for men when I know he moves like that or moved like that. I mean, past tense, I don't give a fuck. But as far as the witnesses in the fucking video, man, talking about grape and SA, there's been too many conflicting stories stemming from that, man. So I can't paint Tate as some grapist. You got all this shit that's come out about him doing it and all this shit that has come out of him not doing it. You know what I mean? Logically, it doesn't make any sense. Like, you got these 10-year-old claims that women are bringing out these stories and shit that have already been addressed in the past and are bringing them back up now. Whatever, I'm not about to get in the fucking weeds of it, man. Like, when everything comes to light with all this litigation shit, like if they have evidence that he's actually done it, I'd be surprised because I don't feel like a man who has infinite access to women would need to do something to a woman that doesn't want that to be done to her from him. Like, this logically doesn't make any sense. But whatever. Like, if they prove it, then damn, that's even worse for Tate. I mean, we all got bamboozled, like for real. But if it's proven that he didn't do it, then he didn't do it. I will say, like, my feelings about Tate at this point have nothing to do with his legal issues. Like, just because I think differently about Tate does not mean that he needs to be in jail for some shit that he didn't do. Right? But if he did do it, he needs to be in jail. But regardless what the fuck happened, if he goes to prison, if he doesn't go to prison, it doesn't change my attitude towards him. Like, I don't think that he should be promoted as that motherfucker to men. With that being said, I don't want to take away from all the help that he's given to men, because I know that's out there. It's a fucked up situation. It's conflicting, man. It's like, for me, I have to separate the person from the message. He's put out dope ass messages that needed to be heard, but as far as a person, nah. As far to be a role model, nah. I can't do it. I can't do it. But they're just my thoughts, man. That hit piece though, bro. They were trying to go for the jugular with that fucking Tate, bro. It's definitely gonna be interesting to see what all transpires, man. What really bothers me, these brainwashed ass Tate followers though, bro. Like, no matter what he said, no matter what he's done, you got motherfuckers coming to bat trying to clean up or talk their way out or come up with reasons of why this, that, and the third, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers are gone, brainwashed to the point where Tate can do no wrong. And that's dangerous too. That's dangerous too for the men, bro, because men is lost. The more men are lost, the more room for them doing fucked up shit that may occur. You know what I mean? Like, bro, when I posted that video about me saying I was wrong about Tate, dog, I saw firsthand how much of a stronghold Tate has on his followers, bro. That shit is a cult. That is a cult. That's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, those are my thoughts, man. Let me know what y'all thinking. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of fatigued on this whole Tate shit at this point, man. So, I may cover some more Tate if I feel the need to, if y'all fucking ask for it. But I'm definitely over all this Andrew Tate shit, bro. Especially now.